I'm going to say kind of in the middle, like 40.
Very nice. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to look at your feet and describe what your feet look like for us.
I'm wearing some kind of shoes. They look like a, I don't know if they're like a snowshoe or like a boot. They look brown and almost look like they're weaved, like leather that's been like weaved together on the top.
Very nice. Now just scroll up your body and describe to us what kind of clothing that you're wearing.
I see just some pants that might be like a tan or like a light brown color. I see, I think what is like one of those, looks like almost like one of those puffy vests that people wear when it's cold. Long sleeve shirt, white sleeves coming out of it.
Now, right in front of you, a magical mirror appears, and you can look into it, and you can see your features. Describe to us what your facial features look like.
I see a man's face, and I'm gonna, looks like he's got reddish hair, like a reddish beard, and maybe like pale eyes, or maybe blue eyes. He looks Caucasian.
Very nice. And do you have anything on your head?
Yeah, there's a hat. It looks like a soft, I don't know what they're called, kind of like those kind of knit hats people wear. I don't know if I'm saying that right.
Very nice. Now, are you carrying anything with you?
No, I don't think so.
And do you have any jewelry on?
I think there's a ring on my right index finger.
And is there anything special about this ring?
It looks like almost like a silver color, and there's no stone or anything. It just sort of looks like the top is flat, and there might be something's etched into it.
Very nice. Now, I want you to close that scene, and I want you to go to the place where you live, stand outside of it, and describe it to us. Be there now. What do you see?
I see the gigantic tree that's in the front yard. It's massive. I don't know what kind of tree it is. It is like twice as tall as the house. It has almost like pine needles at the top, but they're way at the top.
Oh. And what does your house look like?
It is kind of like a tan color, and has a, I think that's called the Spanish tile roof, which is, it's a light color, but it's really dirty. The front door is dark brown, chocolate brown, and there's some random bushes out front, like a little white wall around them.
Is this story a single story or two-story?
Single.
And is there any other houses near your house, or is it all alone?
There are houses. There's one on each side.
Very nice. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go inside, and as you enter your house, I want you to describe to us what you see inside.
I see the wooden floor in front of me. In the back of the sofa, to my left and to my right, there's a big closet, and the doors are like mirrors. And then if I scan up, there's a wall across from me, and there's a giant, it's a tapestry, and it's of the Mayan calendar.
Oh, very cool. Now, is there any pictures or paintings around?
If I look left, I look left across the room, there's a sea turtle thing on the wall. It's like carved out of wood, and it has abalone on it. There's a clock on it, hanging on the wall.
And is there any pictures of people or paintings of people around?
Not in this room, no.
All right. Now, I want you to close that scene, and I want you to go to the time when you're eating dinner. Be there now. Describe to us what it is you're eating.
It looks like a piece of pizza.
And is there anybody else eating with you?
Yes, Travis is there. He's like sitting next to me, like to the right of me.
And is Travis in a male body or a female body?
Male.
Very nice. Now, I want you to close that scene, and I want you to go to the time where you spend most of your time during the day. Be there now and describe to us what it is that you do with your time.
I'm in an office. I'm sitting at a desk. There's a laptop in front of me and a bunch of file cabinets, and there's another desk to my right, and there's another person over there. I'm spending most of the day dealing with the files, pulling them, filing them, organizing. I'm typing documents and going through mail and getting constantly distracted from what I'm doing because there's always something crazy going on around me.
Very nice. Now, I want you to place both your hands on your heart. I want you to become aware of how your chest follows the rhythm of your breathing, in and out, up and down. With each breath, you go deeper and deeper into relaxation. And continue to focus on this relaxation as you tell your ego to step aside and to remain passive through the rest of this session, because we don't need it for this work today. Now take a few deep breaths, and as you take these breaths, I want you to imagine that you're breathing through your heart. Breathe in through your heart. Exhale out through your heart. Breathe in through your heart. Exhale out through your heart. That's very good. You're in very good contact with your heart. The heart is the seat of the soul in the human body. You're in very good contact with your life force energy. You're in very good contact with the energy from source that now runs through you with each breath you take. You are melting more and more together with the highest aspect of your higher self. Now feel in your heart that you're ready and willing to let the highest level of your being come through and communicate with us. Can I please speak to Gina's higher self?
Yes.
If you'd like, you can put your hands back down to a comfortable position. Greetings. How are you doing today?
Good.
And I respect the power of the subconscious because I know the subconscious takes care of Gina's body, and it does a very good job of it. And I also know that the subconscious has the records of everything that has ever happened to Gina in this lifetime and all the other lifetimes she's ever lived. So I respect the power of the subconscious, and I always ask for permission to speak to it and ask questions. Do I have permission to ask questions today?
Yes.
I know the subconscious could have brought forth many lifetimes for Gina to see today. Will you explain to her why you chose to show her this life of the man in the 40s?
Just wanted her to see what it was like to be in the male form. That she's been there more than once.
And as she reincarnates and learns her lessons and does her work, does she normally pick one sex over the other?
Yes.
And what would that sex be?
Female.
Now, let me ask you this. As we reincarnate and we do our work and our lessons, do we generally start off with one sex before the other? Is one harder than the other?
I think we start with one over the other. Female.
So we normally start with the female over the male.
Yes.
Interesting. Why do we do that?
Female is the mother. is creates. It's harder. It's been harder to be the female.
See, that's what I thought, just from doing my work that I do. I would have thought that maybe we'd have picked the male because it definitely seems like to me that the female is definitely the harder of the two sexes to live.
Yeah.
Now, this life that you showed her, what was the lesson and the purpose of that life that you were looking at?
To love being masculine, to love man, being a man.
Now, this life that you showed her was a fairly modern life. Will you explain that to us, how that was possible?
It was fairly modern. Probably 1800s or so. Fairly modern life.
And so in the 1800s, we had computers.
Yes.
So what we're told that about our past is definitely not true, that it wasn't barbaric or the Middle Ages.
No, it wasn't.
And that life was on Earth.
Yes.
How beautiful. Could you tell us we had she was looking at?
Could you say that again?
Could you tell us a little bit more about the technology they had during that life that you were looking at in the 1800s?
Oh. I had lots of technology.
Did we have free technology, like free energy?
It's possible. It's possible, yes.
And did you guys have vehicles back then? Ground vehicles?
I did not. My book more like either like the horse and buggy thing. I see like a buggy.
Very nice. Now, as we do this today, could we get a body scan for Gina? And I'd like for you to start at the top and go to the bottom. And I'd like for you to look for colors. And tell me, what's the first color that you come to?
Brown.
And where is this brown energy at?
Near the top of the head.
Now, everything here has consciousness. And I'd like to speak to this brown energy directly. So if you will, please step aside. Brown energy residing in Gina's head, come up, up, up through time and space. Greetings. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
And do you have a name?
I'm the brown.
And are you male or female, Mr. Brown Energy?
Male.
And do you know how old you are?
Uh, a couple, couple 100 years.
And when you say that, are you saying you've been here on Earth?
Uh, no, I just know that's how old I am.
Right. Now, let me ask this. How long have you been with Gina?
A little while now. Uh, since earlier this year.
Mm. Very nice. Now, let me ask you this. Are you ready to get out of there and to go back home?
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you this. When you took up post in Gina's body, did you know that you would eventually come to talk to me?
Yes.
Did that have something to do with you attaching to Gina?
Yes.
Very nice. That's awesome and beautiful. Thank you for that information. Now, do you have cords that are attaching you to Gina's body?
Um, no.
So you have nothing that's attaching you to Gina's body right now.
It's like I'm on top of her head,
Now,
but not in
do
it.
you nor- do you normally have cords, um, or is this your normal configuration?
My normal.
Very nice. At this time, I'd like to ask for the archangels of four quadrants to come forth. Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Ariel, come forth and help protect and guide this working today. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to disconnect yourself from Gina, and I want you to look inside yourself. Do you see that light inside of you?
Yeah.
And as you look at that light, and I want you to fan it, and I want you to focus on it, and I want you to notice how it gets brighter and bigger till it's bright like a campfire, but not warm. How does that feel?
Feels really good.
It's the light of the Creator calling you home. Now, do you see Archangel Michael there?
Yes.
If you will, please disconnect yourself from Gina, take Archangel Michael's hand, and go with our love and Godspeed.
Okay.
Now, Gina's higher self. May I please speak to Gina's higher self?
Hi.
What color source light energy would you like to heal that area where that brown energy was at?
White.
This time, please shower that area in the top of Gina's head with white source light energy and let that energy balance and rejuvenate and restore the health to all the cells that were affected. Now, if it's all right with you, I'd like to ask a few questions for Gina.
Okay.
Gina would like to know about her name, Lilith Rose. Will you explain to her where this is coming from?
Lilith Rose. She is. She is Lilith. She knows it.
Like Lilith as in the god Lilith, the god form?
Goddess. Yes.
God, yes, I'm sorry.
That's
I
okay.
apologize. I didn't mean to be rude.
No, it's
So
not.
she she had a question, and the question, I'm sure you remember it, but it was about the things that she read about the being that we knew as Lilith. And she wasn't very happy with the way that they portrayed who she was. Is this an accurate statement?
Yes.
So the
Many.
things that we read about her being mean and evil, that's not true.
Oh, no. Not at all.
Well, you have the floor, my friend. Set the story straight, if you will, please.
Well, she is light. She is positive. She was a goddess, an earth goddess. And she did many things, created abundance for people. She was helping people with things like their uh, uh, like intimacy with their partners. She helped couples. She helped with agriculture. She could create with light from her hands. And someone knew, someone was afraid of her. They didn't like her power, her she was equal. She was they didn't like it, and they wanted to stop it. They didn't want it to go further. They wanted control. So they did. They went about it in many ways. Many stories were told, many things were written to take it away from her.
Absolutely. Now, let me ask you this: that the being, the goddess that we know as Lilith, what time frame, era, was she actually physically incarnated here on Earth?
And she was Lilith. Very far back. Sumeria.
Uh, so this was during the Sumerian times.
Yes.
So let me ask you this: since you have knowledge of the Sumerian era, um, the text that we have, the Sumerian text, which of course only a very few controlled people can read or decipher, they tell us that that the Anunnaki came from heaven. What does the word Anunnaki mean?
Anunnaki are they are the creators. They created a civilization. They're gods.
So would this be an angel, what we know as an angel?
Um, yes.
Very nice. And speaking of angels, is Gina, is she an Elohim?
Yes.
And is Gina, is she a master? Has she graduated?
Yes. Already. Once.
So just once she's already graduated here?
She graduated before. And she's came back this time to help.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
personally, I would like to say thank you for coming back and helping. Namaste, my friend.
I'm happy to be here. I love the earth.
So when we say that Earth is the Wild West and we like it because we are so free here, is that a correct statement?
Yes.
Now, you mentioned that Lilith was an Earth elemental goddess. What is Gina's? What is her element that she's associated with for this lifetime?
She's associated with two.
Okay.
Earth, fire.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. I like it. Now, how do me and Gina know each other? Do we know each other from a past life, or is this just a vibrational thing?
Let's see. We've worked together before.
And would you share just a little bit about this time that we've spent together? What era was it in?
It was way back in the beginning. Original. Some of the originals.
Would this be like the Atlantis time, or the Lemurian time, or Mu, or like what would we know this time at for us?
When Gaia was created.
Ah, so you helped create Gaia.
Yes.
Ah, beautiful. So let me ask you this: where did Gina start her individual soul incarnation out amongst the galaxies?
Pleiades. Pleiades.
Ah, very nice. So she's Palladian as well.
Yes.
And so we know each other from the Pleiades.
Yes.
Did Gina come with me here to the Earth at the same time that I came?
Yes. With men. Yes. And with many others. Yes.
Very nice. Awesome. What a beautiful story. Thank you for sharing. And thank you for coming and finding me. Now, we do another body scan for Gina and tell us if you see more colors.
I see yellow color.
And where is this yellow at?
It's from the bottom of the nose down
Okay.
to the bottom of the neck.
Now I want you to do a scan and tell me how this yellow energy is connected. Is it with cords or free floating?
I think there's some cords.
Okay, very nice. Now, same as before, if you will, please step aside. I'm going to speak to this yellow energy directly. Yellow energy residing in Gina's face. Come up through time and space. Greetings. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
And do you have a name?
Marcy,
Hi, Marcy. My name is Clint. How are you doing today?
I'm okay.
And Marcy, do you mind if I ask you a few questions?
Sure.
Do you know how old you are, Marcy?
Oh, I'm I'm like 5.
Oh, wow. You're just a baby, huh?
I don't know.
Hmm.
I'm 5.
And do you know how you died in your last lifetime?
Oh, oh, I my throat. Oh,
That's okay. You don't have to relive that. At this time, I'd like to ask for the Christ energy to come forth, to hold Marcy's hand, and to guide her through this process with love. Now, Marcy, I want you to look inside of yourself, and I want you to look for that light. Do you see that light that's inside of you?
uh-huh.
And as you look at that light, I want you to stare at it, and I want you to blow on it and make it bigger and brighter until it's roaring like a campfire, but it's not warm. And then illuminate that whole area inside of Gina's body where you're attached. Do you see the cords that are attaching you to Gina's body?
Yeah.
Will you start detaching those cords? And I'm going to get you some help. Let me know when you're done and you're ready to go, okay?
Okay.
At this time, I'd like to ask Gina's higher self to make you a pair of light scissors and to start help cutting those cords to help free Marcy so she can go home. And I would like to ask for Archangel Michael to step forward and to use your light sword to help free Marcy so that she may go back home.
Thank you for helping me.
You're very welcome.
I'm ready to go home.
Alrighty. Do you see Archangel Michael there?
Yes.
Take Archangel Michael's hand, and he's going to show you the way back home. And we ask that he take you around the earth plane and let you fly around a little bit so you remember what it's like to have your wings. Go with our love and Godspeed.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. Gina's higher self, what color source light energy would you like to heal that area where that yellow energy was at?
I think blue.
This time, please shower that area in Gina's face with blue source light energy and let that energy balance and rejuvenate and restore the health to all the cells that were affected. And as you do that work, I'm going to ask some more questions for Gina, okay?
Okay.
Now, has Gina practiced magic before?
Yes.
And what kind of a magic did she practice before? Like an
She,
earth-based or angel-based? What kind of magic?
mm, Angel.
Very nice. So, is that why you brought her to me today? Is that part of what I'm supposed to teach her?
Yes.
Very nice. And have we done this before? Have I taught her, and has she taught me these things?
No.
This is our first time.
Yes.
Awesome. Very cool. And thank you for that information. Now, Gina would like to know about her diet. What should she be eating?
She knows that she needs to try not to have much sugar. Mm, and processed foods. She's trying. She can start eating less meat. She has gone back and forth with this. She was vegetarian, but she wasn't getting what she needed, and we had to tell her to eat meat again. And she doesn't really like it, but she needed it. But she can start to back off of some of it now, as long as she stays away from the processed foods.
Now, when you say meat, is there certain meats that you recommend that she does eat and certain ones that she should not eat?
She was told she needed to eat your red meat, a little bit of it, like a very small amount, like once a week, because she was not getting amino acids and it was affecting her. And she did it reluctantly, and she's been trying to keep up with that. And she can back off now some. She can back it off. And we just kind of told her to eat what she could eat, but she doesn't really like it. No pork. She doesn't eat any pork. More fish would be okay right now.
Very nice. And how about vegetables? Should she increase her vegetables?
Yes, always. She's
Now,
trying.
what about milk? Does she drink milk?
No.
Okay. Is there anything that she's consuming right now that you want her to stop?
Less little less dairy. She's not eating a lot, but she doesn't realize sometimes she's eating it. Less dairy,
Okay.
less like, cheese.
Very nice. Now, what is her hydration level right now in a
Right now,
percentage?
like 70%.
Right on. And where would you like for her to keep her hydration at?
80.
Okay, so she's really close to where she needs to keep it at. Just needs to drink a little bit more water.
Yes.
Now, since we're talking about diet and eating, she takes a medicine prescribed from a doctor for anxiety. Is that medicine good for her?
It's it's not the best. It's been okay for her. She's okay. I it's temporary.
And will she need it after the session, after she gets all this energy work done and everything all cleaned out and balanced up?
Not for long.
Very
Not
nice.
for long.
And is there anything in that meds that she takes that's physically, chemically harming her body?
Mm. No, not no. She's protected.
Very nice. Now, we do another body scan and tell us if you see any more colors.
Mm. I see red.
And where is this red energy at?
Right above her navel.
And is this red energy attached with cords or free floating?
There's one cord.
Okay, very good. Now, if you will, please step aside. We're going to speak to the red energy directly. Red energy residing in Gina's belly. Come up, up, up through time and space. Greetings. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
And do you have a name?
My name. You can call me Milton.
Greetings, Milton. My name is Clinton. How are you doing today?
I'm all right. I'm okay. I'm just okay.
Very nice. Now, do you know how old you are?
I'm an old man. Um, um, about 80.
Oh, wow. That's pretty decent. Now, let me ask you this. Uh, do you know how long you've been in this form, in the spirit form, here on Earth?
Mm, oh, I think it's been about my math. I'm going to say it's been since your 1950s.
Oh, wow. So you've not really been here a really long time.
No.
Very nice. Now, are you ready to get out of there and to go back home?
Yeah.
And before you do that, will you let Gina know how long you've been inside of her body?
Oh, couple of years.
And why did you pick Gina to attach to?
I liked her. She came in to my house and I liked her.
So you were staying in your house in the spirit form after you had transitioned.
Yeah.
And then Gina came into your house where you used to live.
Mhm.
Was there already new people living in that house?
Before her, yeah, there was.
Oh, Gina moved into the house that you used to live into.
Yeah, she moved in.
Oh, okay. And let me ask you this. What happened at the time when you attached? What was she going through that made you a vibrational match to where you could attach to her?
She was speaking to the other side, and I liked that. I thought she could help me.
Did she help you?
Yeah, it's been nice to be around that connection she has. I am hoping to go, that I can go.
All righty. Well, let's get you out of here, big guy. Milton, here's what I want you to do. You see the cords you have attaching yourself to Gina.
Yeah.
Okay, look inside yourself, and I want you to find that light. And when you see that light, I want you to stare at it and blow at it and fan it. I want you to make it big and bright. Now, does that illuminate that whole area inside of Gina's body where you can see all your cords?
Yeah.
All righty. So I want you to disconnect those cords. And do you have many?
No, just one.
Okay. Let me know when you got it disconnected and you're ready to go.
I think I got it.
All righty. Now, do you see Archangel Michael there?
Yes.
All right. I want you to take Archangel Michael's hand, and he's going to show you the way back home, the way back to Source. Go with our love and Godspeed.
Okay.
Now, Gina's higher self, what color source light energy do you want to heal that area where that red energy was at?
Gold. Golden.
This time, I want you to shower that area in Gina's belly with golden source light energy and let that energy balance and rejuvenate and restore the health to all the cells that were affected, please.
Okay.
Now, Gina would like to know if she should learn quantum healing.
Yes.
And has she done it before, or will this be her first time?
She's done this before.
And have we done this together before, or was it separate?
Some together at the beginning, but not since then.
Very nice. Now, so Gina wants to know what she needs to do to get to her home base, back to Hawaii.
Yes. There's been holdups. She's getting closer. The energy just wasn't right yet.
Now, when you say energy, are you talking about her energy and her vibration?
No, the energy of the area.
The energy of the area where she's at presently, or the energy in Hawaii where she's going?
The energy of Hawaii is rising higher. It's already high. It's rising higher. And then soon it will be right.
Very nice. And now, how is she going to make the transition from where she's at to be there, financially, abundant-wise?
It's going to happen really fast. When it does, there'll be abundance. There'll be the right moment, something, an opportunity, and it'll be there. It'll be like it just appeared, like so many things seem to do. She worries about it.
Right. So what do you have to tell her about that worry?
Just let it flow right now. Just stay in the present moment. It will be in a flash, and
Now, when you talk about this happening in a flash, are you talking about the event?
no,
This
I
is
just no.
This is going to be an individual situation that happens. Okay.
Yes, it will be like all of a sudden, and then there they will be. It's hard with the time to just, it's hard to say what time, but it won't be long.
Very nice. Now, why do you have her going to Hawaii?
is going to Kauai. She goes there for a reason. There's important work to do there. Her and her twin flame will be there together. He's going with her. There are things they will do from there as part of their work for the earth and the beings. They are to help with twin flames, and they are to kind of what you would say, like, I think you call it like supervisors. That area is their home base. They have to go. That's what they agreed to do.
Very nice. Now, when you say twin flame, does she know her twin flame?
Oh yeah, she does.
And who would that be?
Oh, it's Peter. He's Travis.
Very nice. Very nice. Now, why did you call him Peter?
That's his real name.
Ah,
His higher self is Peter. Sometimes Saint Peter. But they haven't been given his full name yet. There's more to his name.
and so you know that she asked a question about what she can help do to wake him up.
Yes, she wonders if he recognizes her energy consciously, because he seems so practical a lot. He's like the grounding half of the two of them. So she questions if he has any idea.
Very nice. Now, I'm going to say a word to you, and I want you to let me know if you know what it is. Ormus. Do you know what I'm talking about if I say Ormus?
Yeah, I know Ormus.
So in the past here on Earth, some other names that you might know it is the Philosopher's Stone. In Egypt, we call it Mufkat. So it has, Gina, has she taken this before? Past lives?
Yes,
And would you recommend that she take it in this life?
she can if she wants to.
Now, what about Travis? If he were to take it, would this help wake him up and open his pineal gland and make his connection stronger?
He only if he wanted to. He is much more aware than she knows. He's
Very
good at fighting it.
Very nice. Now, since they are twins, as Gina expands and heals herself and raises her vibration, will it not have a synergistic effect with him?
Yes, it will. She knows it will.
Very nice. Now, a little bit ago, you answered with we. So I have to ask, who is the we that we are speaking to?
I'm not sure.
Am I speaking to Gina's higher self?
Yes, I'm here.
And could you tell Gina a little bit about her guides, like who they are and how many she has?
He's got a lot of guides. She knows of many of them.
Would you maybe just tell her the main ones?
Main guides. Sananda, Vesta, and she talks to her grandma, Melina. And there are a couple of others like Giuseppe and Red Hawk and Peter and Gregor. There's a lot.
All right. I'm sure she'll appreciate that information. Now, will you do another body scan and tell us if you see any more colors?
Okay. I see green.
And where is this green energy at?
Is hovering above the, that's called the pubic bone.
Okay.
Hovering above.
All righty. So how is it attached?
It doesn't look like it's attached.
Okay, so it's just free floating.
Yes.
All righty. Same as before. If you will, please step aside. We're going to speak to this green energy directly. Green energy residing in Gina's pelvic area. Come up, up, up through time and space. Greetings. How are you doing?
Hi.
Do you have a name?
No. I don't have a name.
And do you know how old you are?
I 1,000.
That's pretty old. Like you've been here for 1,000 years, or you lived to be 1,000 years old in your last life.
I was 1,000. I'm not from here.
And where were you from, if you don't mind me asking?
I come from far away. I was in another universe.
And how did you end up being here, if you don't mind me asking? So were you here in the physical?
No, I I'm here. I'm kind of watching. I am kind of, I'm not physical. I'm like watching. I'm hovering.
Now, let me ask you this. What do you think of what you see here on Earth?
I am excited to see. It's it's what we've all been waiting for this time. Things are about to change, and we are watching. We want to see it.
And you talking about this change. Explain to everybody what you're talking about, if you don't mind. What kind of changes are going to happen?
They are remembering who they are, and they are going to not be controlled anymore. And they will take their place with all the rest of us.
Now, so I gotta have you clarify here. So, what you're saying is exactly what I tell people when I say humanity is evolving up to the galactic level.
Yes,
And when we do this, we will take the stage with all the other advanced, non-self-killing galactic beings that are out there.
yes,
I love it. It's beautiful. It's just such an amazing time. So we literally were on the precipice of the evolution of humankind.
yes, they're there, and so many of you are already at that level, but you are there. You are there in their form. So it happens this time. It is quite an operation.
Now, let me ask you this place that you come from, is there other beings here from the place that you come from helping as well?
Maybe a couple scouts. I'm a scout.
Very nice. Now, is your normal form a physical form or a light body like you are now, an energy form?
I have a form at home, a
And
semi-solid form.
would you explain to us what that form would look like compared to what you see our form is?
That would look somewhat like the outline of you, your man, the outline. There are legs and arms, but it's more of a transparent form.
And does your skin and your body have a color that we, like an earth color that we would describe it as?
Mostly green.
You say green?
Yes.
Ah, very cool. And what's the main colors of the planet or realm that you come from?
Mm, mm, there's a lot of uh, a color of a color of oh, like a desert color, like desert purple sky.
Oh, wow. And how many suns do you have on your planet?
I see three three bodies.
And they're
Three.
all actively lit?
Yeah.
Oh, very cool. So you're the planet that, or the realm, whatever you, do you call it a planet? What would be, what should we refer to it as?
Oh, you won't understand that name.
How about
Oh,
dimension? Would dimension explain it better?
dimension. Yes. Your seventh dimension.
So this dimension that you come from, it's a lot bigger than the Earth dimension is.
Yes.
That's what I've been told. If the dimension, what we call a planet, is bigger, then it will have more suns than we have.
Oh, I see. Yes.
Very nice. And is there any of your race of beings here in the physical, or are you all just here in the energy?
We're all just here in the energy. We're just wanting to see what's going on.
Very nice. And how long have you been here for again?
I've been here, oh, I think I've been here now for I, three or four, 3 or 4 of your years.
So you just got here then.
Yes.
Now let me ask you this. Um, so you're not physical. So do you have to attach to something here to be able to get energy?
Yes.
All right. Now you do understand that when you attach to things that you cause them issues, right?
I don't want to cause an issue. If I am causing an issue, I am sorry. I don't want to do that. I can move. I can go somewhere else if I don't want to impose.
Well, let me ask you this. Why don't you make an agreement with somebody on the other side of the veil? Have you thought about that?
I have not.
Now, let me ask you this. Our collective conscious that we have here, is it the same collective conscious that you guys have, or are they separate?
Well, we are separate, but we can connect.
Oh, you can connect to our collective conscious.
Yes.
Very nice. And when you connect to our collective conscious, tell us, evaluate it. Tell us what your thoughts of our collective is.
There's lots of going on there. There are so many light bulbs going on, but there's some that are not going with the program. They seem to be they're not ready, and they want to go. They want to stay where they are. So it's causing some friction and some confusion. They want to stay where they are, but the rest, they want to go. They're ready to move on. And there's like a line down the middle of them. There's a line down the middle.
Now, let me ask you this. You're multidimensional. Is that correct?
Yes.
Now, are you back on your home dimension? Are you in a physical body there right now, or are you completely out of the physical and just here in this spiritual presence?
I have a form at home. I left it. It's there when I get back.
And is it still operating and living?
Yes.
So would it be what we call sleeping?
Oh. Sometimes. Not all the time.
Very nice. Now, so you can see through time and space. You can see the past and you can see the future. Is that correct?
Yes.
So look at this, look forward for us, what we call forward. I know all time and space is actually now. I understand that. But the way we conceive it down here is the past is what's already happened, and then the future are things that are going to happen, you know, that are coming. Look at our transition and tell us how many of the beings that are here are going to make this transition to the new evolution. Roughly, like your best guess that you can see.
It looks like more than half. More than half of them
That's
are.
pretty good.
Many and more are choosing, even though it's almost time to make the choice. It's almost too late.
Very nice. Now, now look, I'm not going to return you to source. So here's what I'm going to do. What I want you to do is I want you to disconnect from Gina's body, because we need to get Gina's body back to a nice, good, healthy, energetic space. So so I tell you what, here's what I'll do with you. If you want, you can disconnect there. You can come to where I'm at. Wait till I get done with this, and I'll help you find a place to where you can fit in, so you can help and do all the things that you need to be here and help do. Okay? How's that sound?
That sounds okay for me. Yes.
Okay. So I want you to disconnect from Gina's body, and I want you to come to where I'm at, and then I want you to wait patiently until we're done, and then we'll have a conversation and we'll figure something out for you. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead. You're very welcome. Go ahead and do that now.
Okay.
Now, may I please speak to Gina's higher self?
Yes.
That area where that green energy was at in your pelvis area, what color source light energy would you like to heal that area where it was at?
Pink.
At this time, please shower that area in your pelvis area with pink source light energy, and let that energy balance and rejuvenate and restore the health to all the cells that were affected. Now, will you do another body scan, please, and tell me if you see any more colors?
Yes. Okay. I see. I see a dark color. It's really, it's a dark gray area. It's around the right ankle and behind the heel.
Alrighty. Same as before, if you will, step aside. Gray energy residing in Gina's right ankle. Come up, up, up through time and space. Greetings. How are you doing?
Okay.
And do you have a name?
My name is LB.
And are you male or female?
I'm I'm female.
I thought so. I just wanted to ask to make sure. You know, we don't get to see you in a physical form, so we just gotta kind of. I don't want to be rude. You know what I'm saying?
No problem.
Now, how are you attached to Gina's body?
I'm kind of wrapped around this spot here, hugging it.
And so you have a cord that's wrapped around, attached to Gina.
Yeah, kind of each end
And
attached.
are you ready to get out of there and go back home, go back to source, see your loved ones?
I probably can go back now.
And were you staying here for a specific reason?
I was I was there. I was here for her to have this issues around this area off and on. But I'm sure there's been enough.
Alrighty. So you're ready to get out of there and to go back home?
Yeah, let's go.
Alrighty. So I want you to look inside yourself, and I want you to find that light. Do you see that light?
Yes.
As you look at that light and you fan it and you blow on it, it gets brighter and bigger until it's illuminating that whole area in Gina's ankle. Now I want you to disconnect yourself and disconnect any cords that you have. Now, do you need any help doing this?
I think I need help.
All right. At this time, I'd like to ask for Gina's higher self to use your light scissors and to help free that entity attached that's at your ankle down there. And I'd like to ask for Archangel Michael to use his light sword to help free that entity. And let me know when you're disconnected and you're ready to go, okay?
Okay. Okay.
All right, you ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, this time I'd like to ask for Archangel Michael to step forward and take your hand and to show you the way back home. Go with our love and Godspeed. Gina's higher self, what color source light energy you want to heal that area where that gray energy was at?
Mm. White.
This time, please shower that area in your right ankle with white source light energy and let that energy balance and rejuvenate and restore the health to all the cells that were affected. And while you do that, I'm going to ask some more questions, okay?
Okay.
Gina would like to know if there's going to be travel coming up over the next several years as part of her life path and her mission.
Oh, yes. Not as fast as she likes.
And that's the truth. Now, is there a reason that you're going to have her traveling?
She has places to visit, to bring her energy there. And it might not always seem that way. It might she might not be aware of it.
So this, as we travel, we take our energy and our light to these different places on the earth plane.
Yes, we do.
And as we do that, it helps waken up and do energetic things in those areas.
It does.
So this is why we all have the same visions and dreams of traveling.
Yes.
Very nice. Now, Gina asks, she wants an approximate time frame when she will begin the process of helping build the new earth.
Well, I can say oh, I could say 4 or 5 years, but it could be sooner. That's the best I can sort of put out there.
Right.
Things change so fast, but it could be sooner.
And when she asks about helping to build the new earth, is she talking about manifesting her reality that she wants to live in the new earth?
Yes. Help, yes. Manifesting where she wants to live. And helping to restore some of the damage. She will be able to help clean and heal. She will be able to manifest it.
Very nice. Now, I got a question for you. We're going to go back just a little bit. So, Gina started her individual soul incarnation in the Pleiades, correct?
Yes.
Are there Pleiadians here in the physical on the earth plane?
Yes.
And are there a lot of them here?
Oh, yes.
And what kind of mission do they have here? It's like a general overview. Like, I don't want you to get detailed.
Oh, they're here to. They're here to help with the split, the ascension, the raising up to the galactic level. So many, are here. More galactics on the ground than humans.
So
Yeah.
there's more galactics on the earth plane than there are humans right now.
Yes.
Now, how is it that we don't see them?
Well, we're good at this good at this disguise.
Now, let me ask you this: who created the human race?
Many helped create the human race, galactics.
So it was more than just one galactic race.
Yes.
Could you give us the names of some of them? I mean, clearly the Palladians, obviously, right?
Yes. Oh, many. Your Syrians and your ones you call Anunnaki and Lyran, Orion's belt beings, and I see Atlantis.
Now, let me ask you this. The cone-headed beings that we see in the hieroglyphs of Egypt, as well as the actual physical, like cone-headed skulls from like the Paracas in Peru. What beings will we know them as?
They came from the Anunnaki.
Very nice. Now, it's awesome information. Now, after the transition is made to the new Earth and the reality split, will we be able to see and interact with the galactic beings that are here?
Yes.
And what is the purpose of this? And what will we accomplish when we see them and talk to them?
Unity.
Very nice. Now, is this an accurate statement that humanity is enslaved?
They have been, yes.
And who did that enslaving?
It started. There were different sides, Anunnakis. There were some that wanted to enslave and some that did not. And there were reptilians. And they somehow they were in Atlantis. They started really doing things that weren't good, and how they got control. They were able to make it so the human was missing things. So they don't remember. They don't remember where they came from, and they did something to cause this.
So we're naturally, the way, if we're healthy, we're supposed to remember our past lives and what's happened throughout our existence.
Yes. But they altered things and messed with something. So as things went on, there was no memory, no connection. But there was many that did not agree with this. And a lot of them went to Lemuria.
Very nice. Now, Gina says, will she soon be able to learn how to turn thought to form?
Yes.
And
Yes.
you're talking about manifesting things into reality.
Yes.
Is this one of the things that I'm supposed to teach her?
Yes, she will help. Yes.
Very nice. And then she's going to use these tools and abilities to do her work with Gaia.
Yes.
And so I see a definite Gaia theme here. So her mission is definitely energetic work with Gaia, among other things.
Yes, that is a big part, among other things. There are many. She is like a sister with Gaia.
Very nice. And if we wanted to assess Gaia's healthiness in percentage, how healthy would Gaia be?
She has been hurt. Uh, but she's not angry. She's been sick, but she is moving forward. She's already ahead of us. The changes are happening as you see all around you. She's already going full steam ahead. She's moving to the next level, and she will be restored.
Very nice. Now, this next question says, she wants to know if she was born out of Alcyone originally, and she said this was like the sun.
Yes.
Will you explain to her what she's looking for here?
She originated there. It is the great sun.
So this is the central sun we're talking about.
Yes.
And so how would you say this name of the central sun?
And she She says Alcyone.
Okay, so Alcyone is the name. All right, thank you very much. Now, do another body scan and tell me if you see any colors in Gina's vessel, please.
I see purple.
And where is this purple energy at?
It's in that left, it's in the knee.
All right.
It's,
Is it
yeah.
attached with cords or free floating?
Mm. It's inside. It doesn't seem like there's any cords, but it's inside.
Okay. If you will, please step aside. I'm going to speak to this purple energy directly. Purple energy residing in Gina's knee. Come up, up, up through time and space. Greetings. You now have a voice. How are you doing?
Hi. Okay.
And do you have a name?
Oh,
And what is your function inside of Gina's body?
oh, she, she kind of put me here. She had help.
And what is your function in one word, best you can?
I fake, fake,
Did you say fake? Like Fake?
like achy, aching,
Baking.
like it hurts.
Oh, okay. All right. No worries. Okay. So just hang on just a minute. May I please speak to Gina's higher self, please?
Yes.
That purple energy that's residing in your knee, is that for Gina's highest good?
No.
All right. And so, in one word, what is the function of that energy?
It's it's doesn't seem to have a function.
Is it pain? Does it bring her pain or discomfort?
It does hurt sometimes, and it was like put there. She was given the idea, and she created it there.
All right. No worries. So, we're going to change this energy today from discomfort to comfort. So, instead of hindering Gina's physical body, it's going to help her physical body. Would that be acceptable for you?
Yes.
Alrighty. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to raise the vibration of Gina's physical vessel. Raise it really high. Very good. Higher. Higher. Yes, very good. Now I want you to take a big deep breath, and I want you to bring that energy up to your throat, and I want you to breathe it out, and I want you to release it. And as you do this, I'm going to send you energy, and we're going to change this from discomfort to comfort. And let me know when everything is changed and ready. Okay.
Okay. Oh, I can feel it moving.
Mm. We're going to change this discomfort to comfort. This energy will, for now on, will bring comfort to Gina.
Okay.
All right, you're good?
I think so. Yeah. It moved.
All right, and do another scan on that energy and make sure that it is all comfort.
Mm. There's a little bit there at the top. A little bit.
And what color is that?
It's purple, but it's lighter. It's smaller.
All right, and it's free floating.
Yeah.
Okay, keep doing your breathing, and I'm going to send you some more energy. Let me know when you got it the way you want it, okay?
Okay. Okay.
Very good.
That's better.
Now, what color source light energy would you like to heal that knee?
Golden.
This time, please shower that left knee with golden source light energy, and let that energy balance and rejuvenate and restore the health to all the cells that were affected. Now, will you do another body scan and tell me if you see any more colors?
Okay. Mm, I don't think there's any more colors.
All right, now here's what I want you to do. I want you to create a reflective mirror-like surface underneath Gina's body. And I want you to reflect the scan off of that mirror onto her body. Go ahead and do that now and do another scan.
Okay. Mm, I see something.
And what color is it?
I see a little orange
No worries.
dog.
No worries. That's all we need to catch it. If you will, please step aside. Orange energy residing inside of Gina's body. Come up through time and space. Greetings. How are you doing?
All right.
And do you have a name?
Ginger.
Hi, Ginger. How are you doing?
I'm okay.
And Ginger, my name is Clint. Do you mind if I ask how old you are?
Oh, I, oh gosh. I've been around here for a while. Oh, a couple 100 years or more.
And do you know how old you were your last physical life?
I was about 30.
That's pretty pretty short life there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
What happened to make you die in that life?
Oh, I was really wild, and I drank and I drank a lot, and I just drank until I died.
Oh wow, so you caused your own death by drinking, poisoning your body.
Yeah, I was, I couldn't stop drinking.
No worries. Now, were you trying to hide from the scan?
Well, I peeked out a little bit, but she missed it, so I didn't.
No worries. Now, let me ask you this: you were you? Why did you hide? Were you scared?
Oh, I just didn't want to talk about it.
Well, let me ask you this: you ready to get out of there and to go back home, see your loved ones, get your new body, come back?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That's the way it works, man. If you wanna continue learning and experiencing, that's the way it goes. You go back home, see your loved ones, your soul family. You get healed, pick a new body, take a break, come back. What do you think?
I think that'd be good.
Right on. So I just want to let you know, if you come back and you come back in my timeline, if you have issues with drinking or alcohol, come find me and I'll help you. Okay.
Okay.
We have the ability to with this process here, we have the ability to heal those addictions now. Okay.
Oh, okay.
So humanity is evolving, my friend. So I want you to look inside yourself. You already took all your cords out, right?
Mm, I don't have any cords.
Okay. So I want you to look inside yourself. Do you see that light?
Yeah.
All right. As you look at it, it gets brighter and bigger till it's literally burning like a campfire, but just not warm. Um, and that's the light of the Creator that's going to guide you home. Now, I'm going to ask that Archangel Michael step forward and take your hand and show you the way back home, the way back to Source, okay?
Okay.
Go with our love and Godspeed, my friend.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Um, Gina's higher self, what color source light energy do you want to heal that area where that orange energy was at?
Put a little green in there.
All right, at this time, please shower that area where the orange energy was at with green source light energy and let that energy balance and rejuvenate and restore the health to all the cells that were affected. Now, I want you to go to her crown chakra, and when you look at it, it should be clear and spinning. You look at her crown chakra and tell us what state you find it at.
Oh, it's clear. It's spinning.
All right, and it's clear?
Yes, it's bright.
Okay. And if you'd like to make any changes to any of these, you can do these at this time, okay?
Okay.
Um, Now, will you go down to her third eye chakra and tell us what condition you find it at?
It looks clear and I'm going to help it spin.
All right. Now, while you do that work, is it all right if I ask some questions?
Sure.
Gina asked, how old of a soul is she?
Mm.
I think you gave her a good idea, but I'm just going to ask her question so that she gets the specific answer she's looking for.
Oh, well. Well, she's old. I don't know if there's a number.
Right? Like it's almost an unanswerable question. But so we can definitely
Yeah,
say that she's been on Earth since Earth began.
many times, yes.
And has she been here and then left, went other places, and then come back later here?
Yes.
Oh wow! And so this is one of the questions that she asked. What were some of these other places that she's been to in the universe, besides, of course, the Pleiades?
She has gone on missions with Peter in the ship, scouting missions to places, and she has spent time with Syrians, and she has been to Andromeda. She has been with she has been with the cat people. She has
And
had some lives on some of these systems.
now,
She's
let me
been,
ask you that. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
oh, it's okay. She's been to a lot of corners of universes to see a lot of places.
Very nice. Now, so in Syria, the Syrians, so each planet or realm is also a school. Is that correct?
Yes.
Where you learn different things. So, what do we learn on Syria?
When I was there, I learned some forms of healing, and I wanted to know what it was like to be one of them.
And what would a physical Syrian look like to us? Like, what would we know it as?
Oh, I was tall, very tall, and then I my face didn't look like human face. It looked more like what you would see an alien face. You have these pictures of aliens, big eyes and small mouth, and I wore robes, big gold robes. When I look down, that's what I see. I was female.
Very
So
nice. Now, how about Andromedans? What What do Andromedans look like?
I see almost like light beings with an outline, a shape, but light and short, very short. Little light beings with legs and arms.
And
Very childlike.
okay, now what do you learn on Andromeda?
You learn to be childlike. You have fun. You see the world through the child's eyes.
Very cool. And what about the Lyrans, the cat people?
Mm, lots of cats.
Uh,
Oh, you learn. It kind of reminds me of the way they live. Reminds me of the way humans live in many ways. Lessons and light and dark, but fierce. They're warriors, and but they're good. They're they're of the light, and many of them are cats. Our cats here came from there. That's how they got here.
so the Lyrans brought the cats that we have here, that species here.
Yes.
Very cool, very cool. Very nice. Now that alien that was attached to you earlier, what would you describe that alien as?
The green one. The, oh, I would say he was a he, and meant no harm, means no harm, just trying to watch the show and report back. Benevolent, supporting us.
So it's definitely a being of the light.
Yes.
Very nice. Now, let me ask you this. Look through your Akashic records. Go back to the time of Atlantis and Egypt. There was a name that we would say, a word that only a human can speak, that unmasks the reptilian glamour that they have on us. Are you familiar with this word?
Mm. There's a word in my mind, but I don't know if that's the right word.
Would you spell it for me?
A, B, R A let's see here. K A D either B or V R A.
Very cool. Thank you. I do appreciate that. Now, will you go down to her throat chakra and tell us what condition you find her throat chakra at?
It's healing. It looks good and clear, and it's spinning.
All right. You should know how fast it needs to spin, and if you'll just make sure that it's spinning at the proper speed that you want, that'd be great.
Okay.
Now, this question right here, I think we answered it, but I'm just going to make sure. When will the truth be revealed about her higher self to herself and all those who are misinformed? I think we're talking about the Lilith, the where darkness convoluted her history. Is that correct?
That's correct.
And is this the information right here that breaks it out to the world?
All will be revealed. And she will get some memories before this happens. Soon as all the truths are coming out, that one comes out too. But many people already know in their heart that it's not true, but they don't remember. Many of the women know it's lies. But soon everyone will know.
Mm. Very nice. And how are you coming with that throat chakra?
It's good.
All right. Will you go down to her heart chakra and tell us what condition you find it at?
It is clear and it's spinning.
Very nice. And I ask this for all my clients. Could you expand her heart chakra more so that she may carry more light and more love?
Yes.
Thank you. I know she's going to be greatly appreciated. Now, let me know, if you will, when you're done working on her heart.
I'm done.
All right. Will you go down to her solar plexus chakra and tell us what condition you find it at?
It is open. It's spinning too. It's clear.
Very nice. And will you tell her how much sun she needs to get a day to maintain her solar plexus chakra?
She gets lots of sun. She only needs about 20 minutes minimum. She often gets more, but not all the time. 20 minutes minimum.
Alrighty. And will you go down to her sacral chakra and tell us what condition you find it at?
It's spinning but a little cloudy. I'm going to
I
fix
will
that.
just make a light, yeah, just make a light vacuum cleaner and suck all that cloudy dirtiness stuff right on out, okay?
Okay. Okay, good. Better.
Alrighty, and are you done?
Yes.
All right, now will you go down to her root chakra and tell us what condition you find it at?
It's clear.
Very nice. Now, if you'll look below her root chakra, facing down to the ground, there's a chakra, and we call it the New Earth Sephira, and it connects us to Gaia and then the new vibration. Is that chakra open for Gina?
Where is that?
It should be
Where?
about 10 inches below the root, and it should be facing down towards the earth.
Let's see here. Yes. There's one there. It's spinning.
And is it opened up fully?
Yes.
Alrighty. Now, if you will go above her crown chakra, about 10 inches above her crown, and tell me if she has a chakra there that's open and spinning.
Yes.
All right, we call this the soul star chakra, and this is for star seeds only. And this is open, clear, and spinning.
Yes, it is.
Very good. Now, now I'm going to go ahead and stop the recording, and we're going to go over your Akashic records, okay?
Okay.
Now, how is her energy level doing?